Good day to all as we begin this fourth Sunday of our Lenten season. We continue to pray, as usual, for the Ukrainian people and an end to this evil war. Which brings me to the parable which we heard on the fourth Sunday of Lent, the great parable of the prodigal son. So much needed today, since it is all about reconciliation and mutual forgiveness. The commentator Pat Marin points out that Jesus told this story to appeal to the religious establishment of his day to grasp the unconditional grace and love offered by God to all people. But Luke, who wrote the Gospel many, many years after Jesus' resurrection, inserted this parable in his Gospel because of the tremendous conflict that was going on with the earliest followers of Jesus. He adapted this story from the oral tradition that was used when the first followers of Jesus gathered in their homes to break bread, and they told stories. The conflict that arose was because the Jewish converts did not accept the Gentile converts at the Eucharistic table. So Luke used this parable telling these two groups that, like the father in the parable, wanting both his sons at his table, God wants both Jew and Gentile at the Eucharistic table. So how does this parable apply to us these days? Well, we are a world in conflict, a world divided between conservative and liberal in politics and in the church. And we are suffering the ramifications that this kind of conflict causes, especially the aggression and the anger that results when we are so rigid and so inflexible in our beliefs, even when we gather around the Eucharistic table. Jesus was Jewish, and his first followers were Jewish, and they did not want to allow the Gentiles to be part of the followers of Jesus. So a great deal of conflict resulted from this, and this is what Luke is writing about using this parable. So as we continue in our Lenten season, let us all reflect on the challenge that the parable of the prodigal son has for us today. God invites all of us to his table. How do we learn to agree to disagree and welcome reconciliation and mutual forgiveness? Have a good fourth week of our Lenten season as we quickly now move towards Easter. Take care, everyone.